What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to tackle the RxBar protein cereal. Now these bad boys right here just recently launched in the last few weeks, and you can find them at select grocery stores or online. Now for those of you not familiar, RxBar had launched back in 2013, just kind of right around the time that CrossFit was really making some headway, and their main positioning has been, hey, we're going to call BS on protein bars. And I think that message has still kind of continued today, right? They're really focusing on wholesome plant-based ingredients across pretty much all of their products: protein bars, protein oats, and protein cereal. And also, a separate side note, RxBar is now owned by Kellogg, which I think knowing that, it was just a matter of time that these protein cereals were going to hit the market. So with that, we've got the three main flavors: strawberry, chocolate almond, and vanilla almond. Three very generic flavors, which I think is a great way to kind of just test the market and see how well these are going to be received. In my opinion, I think it's going to work out great. And then I think within the next few months to a year or so, we'll probably see some additional flavors kind of pop up just to kind of help diversify the product offering. Now, with that being said, probably just do a couple of comparisons here to see how these cereals stack up against kind of our store-bought cereals such as Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Frosted Flakes, and then see how they stack up against Magic Spoon and Premier Protein cereal. But in terms of taste, flavor, the overall texture and consistency, I'm super excited to try these out. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to flex on that subscribe button, give this video a big fat thumbs up. It really helps the channel to grow and also kind of get this video and help share it amongst other folks just like yourself. So without further ado, let's get into the macro breakdown. So in terms of total calories and macro breakdown, we've got 250 total calories for the strawberry and the vanilla almond, along with 270 total calories for our chocolate almond. Definitely on the higher end of calories when we're taking a look at some of our store-bought cereals, such as Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Frosted Flakes, Captain Crunch, sitting at about 150 calories. I'd say a lot of that has to do with the fact that we've got addition of protein and also additional carbs in the RxBar cereals. But now when we take a look at Magic Spoon or Premier Protein cereal, Magic Spoon does a great job, 4 grams of net carbs and about 13 grams of protein. And then we've got Premier Protein cereal, which is sitting at about 180 calories with 14 grams of carbs and about 11 to 12 grams of protein. So, with that being said, Premier Protein I think does a great job in the reduction of carbs with the additional protein, while still keeping the overall calorie profile down and very close to our everyday store-bought cereals. So very interesting to see whether or not RxBar cereal adjusts the overall macro and the nutrition profile in the near future to help reduce some of those carbs or the sugars, but otherwise definitely incorporating some of the whole food ingredients to their labels. All right, time to dig in. Cheers, guys. Damn, I don't know if it's been a while, but this cereal tastes pretty damn good. Okay, yeah, I gotta put that down. This tastes awesome. Now, for those of you who are wondering, what is the best comparison? In terms of the strawberry, the closest thing that I can really compare it to is your Honey Bunches of Oats or a special case strawberry version. Flavor is on point. And for me, I was personally expecting a little bit change of texture just because a lot of times, sometimes these protein cereals have a different texture than your normal cereals because obviously we're dealing with proteins. And if you have tried Magic Spoon, there is a little bit of back and forth in terms of people experiencing kind of a chalky or a kind of a gritty texture in the cereal puffs. And for this, I have no qualms with the texture or just how anything tastes. It's absolutely awesome. And another thing I love about this is they don't skimp out on the strawberries. You think about Honey Bunches of Oats or Special K, it's been quite a while. I just remember trying to dig for the smallest pieces of strawberries. So they definitely level that up. Now, 250 calories for the strawberry or the vanilla versions. You tack on almond milk, you're gonna add an additional 50 calories, 30 calories, whatever your milk option is gonna be. So just keep that in mind because the total calories are definitely gonna go up quite a bit. Now, for me, overall strawberry, freaking awesome. I'm gonna give it a solid 10 out of 10. So next up, we've got the vanilla almond. Now, everything in terms of branding and marketing is very much in line with their protein bars when they had first launched. Design-wise, everything is very consistent. But for the vanilla almond, we've got slivers of almonds along with some pumpkin seeds and then crunchy flakes. Now, something to keep in mind too is that the protein being used for these cereals is pea protein, and that's definitely gonna make an impact on how the overall texture and consistency plays out for these cereals, because in my opinion, there definitely is no resemblance of kind of that weird consistency or texture that you normally get with some whey protein cereals. So super soaked on these cereals so far. In terms of overall flavor, let's dig in. Cheers, guys. Flavors are on point. Strawberry and vanilla almond. Oh my goodness. They did a great job. So if I had to pick one, strawberry or vanilla almond, I'd probably lean towards strawberry just because there's huge strawberry chunks and I love strawberry in my cereal. But at the same component, just the flavor is just so much more fuller. Vanilla almond, you just get a very, very slight hint of the vanilla. But outside of that, overall flavor profile for these are just absolutely epic. All right, we've got chocolate, saving the best for last. I'd imagine everything's gonna taste the same as the two others, but I'm excited to dig into this one. I expect nothing less. Oh, it smells like Cocoa Puffs right there. Check that out. Got some of that sweet chocolatey glory on each flake. But in terms of the chocolate almond cereal, we basically have crunchy flakes along with slivers of almonds, just like this. Got our milk, pour. All right, cheers, guys. Interesting. So if I had to rank each one of these flavors, I'd say strawberry, vanilla almond, and then chocolate. I actually was not expecting the chocolate to be my third. I thought maybe second or maybe first, but overall flavor for the strawberry really just won me over, and you really can't go wrong with the massive chunks of strawberries in your cereal. So for the chocolate, overall flavor profile is based off of, and this is based off the ingredients, is cocoa and chocolate. And because they are a little on the lower tier on the ingredient list, I imagine that the chocolate is just very, very small sliver, and most of it is based off of the cocoa powder. So you do kind of get a little bit of like a dull or lower toned chocolate flavor, but overall consistency and texture, very much the same across the board. Outside of that, if you are big fans of like a cocoa or dark chocolate, you'll probably gravitate towards this. So anyway, guys, that is going to wrap up the three flavors in terms of overall texture, consistency. Strawberry definitely one on top. So before we wrap up, I did want to quickly touch on a couple of key elements that I thought were really important about the protein cereals. Now, first up really is the protein amount in each protein cereal per serving. If you take a look at RX Bar, anywhere from 11 to 12 grams per serving, and then you take a look at Magic Spoon or Premier Protein cereal, you're working with about 13 to 14 grams of protein. To me, it's pretty equivalent across the board. I'm not going to really lose sleep over that. Now, second is protein quality. Protein quality slightly differs from the RX Bar cereals to your Magic Spoon and also Premier Protein cereals. They actually work with, I believe, a milk protein isolate. So quite a little bit different in terms of structure. You're gonna get a little bit of different texture and consistency in those cereals. And then, when you take a look at RX Bar cereal, in terms of flavor, taste, texture, consistency, I had no qualms with it whatsoever. If you had put this in a box and said it was Special K or Honey Bunches of Oats, I probably would not be able to tell. I had no difference or any terms of taste or flavor that really stood out to me and just screamed, that is pea protein. I think a lot of us who have worked with pea proteins in the past, maybe you're vegetarian or vegan and have used plant-based proteins, sometimes when you really bake with them, you can really tell that there is a plant-based protein in there. These definitely don't do that, or at least I haven't sense that throughout the tastings. Next up is pricing. Now, when I take a look at pricing for the RX Bar cereal, compare that to the Premier Protein cereal, it's pretty equivalent. So if you go to Costco, most Costco's carry the Premier Protein cereal at about $13, and some change, and it comes with 2 bags. This right here, RX Bar cereal, I believe if you pick it up over at Walmart, costs you about $5.98, so around $6 for 1 box. When you take a look at price from that perspective, it's fairly equivalent. It's not too far-fetched, but if, again, you take a look at your everyday store-bought cereal where you can pick up a box for like $2.50, $2.75, yeah, it's a little bit of a stretch. So just something to think about as you guys think about whether or not you want to pick up one of these bad boys. Magic Spoon, on the other hand, is definitely on the upper echelon when it comes to pricing. And lastly, just food for thought. If you guys are absolutely dying for protein cereal, just find your favorite protein shake, give it a good mix, throw it into your favorite bowl of cereal, and you'll be good to go. But guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I appreciate you all tuning in, spending a few minutes out of your day with me. If you guys decide to pick up any boxes, let me know in the comments below which flavor you guys would absolutely crush on. But all right, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button, give this video a big fat thumbs up, and I will see you guys, wait, hold up, stay safe, stay swole, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.